Now, around a year or 2 years ago, I ran a series here on YouTube where I talk about how to compound 100 million in real estate, how to compound 200 million in real estate. So I want to continue that series, and this time around, I want to talk about how to compound 1 billion naira in real estate. 1 billion can look like a lot of money, like Rabiu, 1 billion, long. If you convert it to dollar now, you convert it to pounds, you look at how small it is. Moreover, also when you start buying real estate and we start putting this money into properties, into infrastructure and other things, see that this money is actually very, very small. But at least to give my audience an idea of, okay, if I have 1 billion, you can convert it to dollar. I don't know how much it is in dollar. I know I get this question a lot. When you convert it to, I don't spend dollars, I spend naira. So there's a particular rate. Maybe Google will assist with that. So I don't know how much it is in dollars. I don't know how much it is in pounds. But I talk about naira, 1 billion naira, whatever it is in dollars, whatever it is in pounds. So you have that amount, and then you're looking at, okay, what can I do with it in real estate? If I want to put it in Nigeria real estate, I want to put it in Lagos real estate, what can I do with this money? All right. So in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, please meet the Property Guide channel, and this will discuss everything real estate for first-time investors, avid investors, people who are been investing already, people are just starting out to invest. This is your go-to channel, basically. Anything that you are looking for, want to know about land titles, come here. Want to know about where to invest, come here. Want to know about how to invest, come here. Want to know about the risk attached to your investment, come here. Everything. Want to hear the hard truths, get real life data, real life facts, real life figures about your investment, come here, basically. All right, so we have interesting playlist for you. Playlist about real estate investor series is a playlist. Playlist about property analysis is a playlist. Playlist about property risk. I have a playlist on property risk also, talking about different properties, different investment, and different risks attached to them. That's another very interesting playlist also. We have a playlist on real estate masterclass. Very interesting videos and very interesting episodes. I've also covered all of that real estate masterclass playlist also. All right, so let's go straight into the topic now and talk about how to compound 1 billion naira in real estate. All right, before I go into this, and like I said, 1 billion is actually a small money, and I mean that. I mean it with every inch of me. If you give me 1 billion right now, within 24 days, I've spent it, and I will not do anything on that money apart from just real estate. 1 billion, to be very frank. All right, so for a couple of you that look at us and like, Rabi, what do you do? The property guy, what's it about, and so on. So this is what we do basically. We spend money. We spend money on real estate. We put money on real estate. We make people reach out to real estate. So we look at how to build successful, safe, and secured portfolio for investors who are looking at putting their money in secured assets like real estate. Nevertheless, we look at different risks attached to different real estate investments, and we ensure that your portfolio is balanced and it's not lopsided, so that if anything happens in the industry, if anything happens in the economy, it doesn't affect all your entire investment and you don't get your hands totally burnt. So that's what we do basically. So if you are investing, if you're investing in Nigeria, if you're about to start investing in Nigeria, you want to make me a core part of your team, because everything that you really need to know, everything that you should know, those are things that you get from us basically, and we ensure that you maximize your profit and you minimize your losses. Very, very important. So, and that's why when you go to our YouTube videos, you see that we are not going to see a video here where we are like telling you, behind us is this, opposite us is this, come and buy this, come and no. We deal more in trying to let you know what you are really going into, trying to let you know you can make money and you can lose money, and trying to ensure you know how you can get yourself protected basically. All right, now so let's go on how to compound 1 billion naira in real estate. And it's important that, maybe because of the word I'm using, compound, how to invest 1 billion naira to compound 1 billion naira. If you want, when we talk about compounding, if you have been following our videos before, then you already know what we mean by compounding. Compounding is how to use profit to make more profits. So that means if I put in 1 million naira into an investment and that 1 million naira become 3 million, I'm not taking my 3 million naira out of that investment. I'm still putting that my 3 million naira back into that investment, so that my 3 million naira can turn into 9 million. When I make 9 million, I'm still putting that my 9 million back into that investment, so that my 9 million can turn into 27 million. So when we say how to compound, I'm not using how to invest. Invest is I want to take in my 1 billion and maybe in 12 months I want to collect 1.2 billion and get out. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So when we talk about how to compound, means that even when you start making profit from your 1 billion, you are still surely putting back that profit, so that profit can make it more profit. It's not a one-time thing. It's a continuous cycle where you are making profits here, taking it into another avenue. You are making profits here, taking it to another avenue, and that's what we want to do here, basically. Now, when you are investing in real estate, particularly when you have this kind of funds, a billion naira. Now, there are three things that you should know, and that's also how we are going to split this money. We have trending, we have scarce, and we have emerging. Now, most real estate investments always fall under these three, one of these three. Now, when we say trending, we mean that that particular investment or investment model is what everybody else is doing. Like if you invest in off-plan is a trending investment. You invest in real estate cashback, for example. I'm not saying I'm putting 1 billion in real estate cashback, but if you invest in cashback or land vest or whatever vest it is a trending investment. That's trending. Now, or you go and buy a project like maybe Macarius. That's a trending investment. That's because Macarius, everybody know Macarius already. It's a trending project. So, trending. Now, the second option we have here is scarce real estate models or scarce real estate products. Now, when we talk about scarce, we are talking about real estate that is exclusive, is not everywhere, is not available everywhere. Now, examples of scarce are property like waterfront. A waterfront is a waterfront. It's not something you can see everywhere. There are specific places where you can see a waterfront. There are specific places where you can see a beachfront. So that's scarce. So, and the few people that have it, they can charge very premium for it because they know that you can't get it everywhere. They are only among the few people that have it. So that's what I mean by scarce. The same thing as also as maybe properties facing the major expressway. So that's why you can see that all these estates like Itunu commercial, when they sold commercial, Itunu city rather, when they sold commercial, the commercial was like 65 million and they went to 100 million. Look at Marbella, when they're selling commercial, the commercial is like 177 million. Look at Tiwa also opened a commercial now. Their commercial is like 75 million. Now, the prices they are putting on these properties definitely will look outrageous or even ridiculous. But these are scarce properties. An investor can be smart enough and ask that, okay, if your commercial is 75 million, how many plots do you have facing the expressway? I have 10 plots. That's 750 million. Give me all the 10 plots. So what I'm doing at that point is I'm hoarding, because I know that properties that are going to face the expressway in another maybe 5 or 4 years are going to be very, very scarce, and I've hoarded all the 10 plots that face the express. They are all mine. So that's scarce. Those are only by scarce. Those are scarce properties. You don't get them everywhere. And off-plan is also part of trending. Off-plan is not scarce. Off-plan is trending. So you go to Ikate, you go to Lekki Phase 1, you go to Eco Atlantic and buy a property on off-plan there. It's still about trending. Buy property inside that Eco Atlantic City, it's still trending too. Buy properties in Macarius, they are still in the trending option. So scarce is something that is not everywhere. It's limited. Let me just read out. That's the word, limited. You're not going to see it everywhere. Limited. So another scarce option is vacant land on the mainland. Very, very scarce, very, very limited. So I can set up a model where my goal will be to buy every vacant land in built up places on the mainland. Every vacant land that I see, I buy it. It's not like I want to build it, but I just want to buy it. But I know that it's very, very limited. And if I can hold it and around 50 or 40%, or I can just pick a location, maybe I can pick Surulere or pick Yaba, and 50% of all the vacant land in Surulere, I've bought it already maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But now I'll just be like, pay my price because I know that I own 50% of all the available ones. So scarce, something that is not common, very very limited. Then the last option is emerging. Emerging are place that is not trending yet, but with time is going to trend. Ekpe, emerging. You know, emerging. If you look at the Lagos, Ogun State border towns and you invest around that place, is also emerging. Same thing with if you go to Abuja, I go to some certain locations around the Abuja Nasarawa border towns and invest there. It's also emerging. There are even some places in Abuja that is still under Abuja also that is emerging. Particularly when you look at that new Abuja Metro map and look at some places that have not really opened up there and you can invest maybe for the next 4 years, for the next 7 years, for the next 10 years. That's emerging. So if I'm investing or I want to compound my 1 billion, now this is how I'm going to share it. So 50% of my investment goes to trending. So I can go to Eco Atlantic and buy an apartment, or go to Victoria Island and buy an apartment, or Ikoyi and buy an apartment. It's still all on the trending. Either it's off plan or it's already built. It's all on that trending. Now, one avenue that, particularly if you are in the high class luxury investments investor category, this is a very very lucrative market. High rises. I've been thinking about high rises for the past 3 years. Some people have really not get a grasp of what I'm really talking about. High rises are very 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 lucrative. The profits and return on investment in high rises within 3 years, particularly when you buy it on off plan, within 3 years you can be talking about like 70 to 170% return. And these are investments that you are putting like around 300 million, 200 million. Just imagine you are making 70 to 170% of 200 million or 300 million. It's crazy. Yeah. As I always say, anything that is high risk or high profit is also high risk. So there's also a high risk attached to high rises, particularly when you're buying on off plan. But it's just something that you can't really ignore. Really. Particularly if I have 1 billion, there is no way I'm going to ignore high rises. Alright, so 30% of my investment of this 1 billion is going to scars. 30%. So I'm looking at which model will I take. Is my model to start buying off waterfront properties because they are limited? Is my model in buying facing express properties because they are limited? Or is my model interested in buying vacant land in built up locations? So I can target it that my model is I want to be buying vacant land in built up locations because I know that it's limited, and if I can hold it as much as I can, within 3 or 4 years I can start charging very very high prices for it. So scars 30%, 50% of 1 billion is 500 million, 30% of 1 billion is 300 million, and then I can put 20%, 10-20% to emerging locations to be interested in going long term, 10 years, 15 years, like around 200 million. So I can even reduce this to 100 million, just 100 million to buy and keep or buy and hold properties in around maybe Ekpe, Lagos, Ogun State border town. I can also look at what is happening around Ibadan. Also, there's a circular around Ibadan right now. I also look at locations where I can position around Ibadan for the circular road. Abuja is also a very good location to invest in emerging spot there. Asaba is also a very good location to invest in emerging spot there. Port Harcourt is also a location to invest in emerging spots. So with 200 million, I can spread across like 5 states. I can do Port Harcourt, Asaba, Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan. With 200 million, I can position in emerging locations there, basically. So this is just a simple template, you know. So off plan, high rises, shortlets. Shortlet is also very very profitable. So I have 50% of my investment for that. They're all on that trending. Or any property that is also making noise or the hype is very high is also trending. Macarius, Macbella, Ogombo, Sonkutedu, all those are trending. Now scars, I can now look at properties that are very very limited. They are in limited supply, and I start hold them. If you really want to invest in scarce properties or scarce real estate investment, you have to hold it. So it means that it's not something that's going to do a one-off. So if your model is for scarce, is for waterfront, you have to buy as many waterfront as possible because you want to hold it. If your model is facing express, you have to buy as many facing express as possible because you want to hold it, because you want to be the one that dictates that particular product in the future, and people don't want to monopolize it, and people don't have a choice because every other available options, you are still the one that own it. So they go to facing express in Ibejuleki, you are the one that you go to facing express in Okegun, you have there. They go to facing express in Ayetoro, you have there. They go to facing express in Eleko, you have there. They go to facing express in Elerongbe, you have there. They go to facing express in Alahun, you have there. So you have already heard all the scarce options. So either they go to A or the big option B, the big option C or option D, they are still coming to you. They still have to pay your price. So that's scarce. That is scarce model. Why the emerging locations, you are doing a long term, 10 years, 7 years, 4 years, looking at where you look at what is happening right now. You feel like, okay, at some point what is happening right now is going to go and reach there. So you can just arrange around 10% to 20% of the entire 1 billion to that. So like I said, it's a small money. So you can see that when you split it now, you see that it's small money. 500 million. How many plots will that one buy in Macarius or in Marbella? Scars facing express. If you want to buy commercial in Tiwa now, commercial in Tiwa, commercial in Marbella, commercial in Arizona, 300 million don't finish. 300 million don't finish. Imagine locations with 200 million or 100 million. Yeah, you can still do much, but you can't even do much because if you add Port Harcourt, add Asaba, add Abuja, imagine locations in Abuja, add imagine locations in Ibadan, add imagine locations in Lagos to it. That your 200 million is by fire by force, you get up to 20 plots. That's with good title. It's by fire by force, you get up to 20 plots. So that's just to show you that you can do a lot with it. The money looks so big, and that's why when I break it down now, you see that this 1 billion is not really a big money like that. Alright, so but you can really do a lot with it, and the next 5-7 years you start looking at how much return that you have done. And like I said, this is not invest, it's compound. So you are not putting your money here just to cash out. You are putting your money here so that when you make profit from the trending properties, you come to emerging locations and add more. Or you make profit from your scarce properties, you go to trending properties and add more. So as you buy a lot of waterfronts, when you sell one of the waterfronts or you do JV one of the waterfronts, you put the money back into an high rise. As you make money from maybe 70% or 50% profit from any of your high rise projects, you come to emerging locations and invest in another one. So you are compounding. You are using your profit to make more profits. And like I've said it severally, because I know a lot of you are going to comment that Rabiu, if I carry my dollar or I carry my pounds to Nigeria, exchange it, blah blah blah. All right, I get. So you just have to compound. You are not putting, when you convert your dollar to 1 billion naira and you start making profits, you are not converting your profit to dollar immediately. You are reinvesting. You know, you are reinvesting at that point. You are reinvesting so you can make more profit for you. So that's when 5% profit, when you compound it, you become 15%. And you compound that 15%, become 35%. Or you compound that 35%, you become 70%. So that's how it is. Real estate takes time. I can't say this enough. It's not magic. It's not sharp. It's not Ponzi. It's not quick. You know, we have people that put 1 billion naira in sporty bets every weekend or every two weekends. So it's no big deal. So trending 50%, or you can say 60%, scarce 30%, so you can say 40%, and then emerging 20%, or you can do 10% here. You have compounded your 1 billion basically. Alright, so like I said before, this is what we do for a living. This is what our build do. This is what the property guy do. We build portfolios for investors. We look at your capital. We look at what you are trying to achieve. Is it short term? Is it long term? Although most time I shy away from short term. Someone came to me last year and said that he wants to put his money in a real estate investment for 6 months. I just said, I'm not interested. because we are just going to fight. We are just going to give you pressure. So if you want to do 6 months real estate investments, just do something else. Don't do real estate basically. But if you are looking at 6 years, 16 years, yeah, I'm game. Can build a portfolio on that easily, basically. So this is what we do. We build portfolios, look at your investments, look at your asset class, we look at gaps in that asset gap that you need to fill. You need to have this kind of property in your asset portfolio. This asset is too much in your portfolio. You need to find other options, other alternative options to supplement it. Or we look at what you are trying to achieve and you look at it that, oh, this is not going to fit. This is your objectives. Let's look for something else. So if you are really serious, very, very intentional about your investments, particularly real estate investments, you want to have the property guy in your team, basically. All right. If you enjoy this our content, don't forget, give us a thumb like. If you enjoy this content, share our content. Feel free to share our content. In case anyone is telling you 1 billion, oh, just show my video. 1 billion within 24 days is, yes, you have finished spending it. Even 20 days self, finish everything. All right. So you can share our content, subscribe to our videos also if this is your first month, first video, second video, third video that you are watching here. Feel free to subscribe to our videos. You are going to learn a lot. I can assure you that. And if you are subscribed to our videos already, a couple of you guys already, Rabi, I've not seen your video for a while. It's because you did not turn on the notification button. Turn it on. So when you turn it on, as we drop this video, you get a notification immediately, and you get to watch these educative and interesting guides. All right. So I still remain your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. That's my name, Rabi Mustafa is the name. Thanks for watching our videos, and see you next time.